All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tarantino, and I am here to talk to you about a concept that we've developed. So the name of our company is called Investors Paradise. Investors Paradise was started in the year 2016, and so we've been in operation for about 2 years. So today I'm going to be doing a presentation on the Investors Paradise network marketing business, as you can see on my cap here. All right, very simple, guys. I put together this video because I know that some people do not have direct access to us as directors of the company, but a lot of people want to understand what exactly it is that we're talking about when we talk about the network marketing business of Investors Paradise. All right, so very quickly, I like to start with a quote by Warren Buffett, in which he says, "Never depend on a single income, but make investments to always create a second source." So basically, if you are a person who is only depending on one source of income, then you're basically at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the food chain. All right. So Robert Kiyosaki developed what we call a cash flow quadrant, right? So this cash flow quadrant basically shows you how the different income earners in society are grouped, right? So we've got four groups of people basically. We've got an employee, we've got somebody who's self-employed, we've got a business owner, and we've got an investor. And those four make up the cash flow quadrant. Quadrant obviously making four. All right. So what is an employee? Simply put, an employee is somebody who goes to work, puts in the hours, 9 to 5, normally 8 to 9 hour day, and gets a basic salary, right? So an employee is somebody who literally just works for money. Then we move on to somebody who's self-employed. Somebody self-employed is somebody who basically is running a business, but on a smaller scale. So somebody who's self-employed probably hires no one or 2 to 3 people, depending on the turnover and the affordability, but it's a very small scale business. Then we move on to business owners. Now, a business owner is somebody who, or it's more of a conglomerate or a company that operates on a very large scale. So most companies on this scale uh, are basically listed companies, right? Companies with high public interest, right? But my main interest is the fourth group, which is the investors, right? And so that's where the name Paradise comes from, of course, because our company basically its mandate is to teach people their money and how to become great investors. So an investor is actually the direct opposite of an employee. Remember, an employee puts in long hours and works for money, whereas an investor doesn't do as much work as an employee, but gets much more out of doing less, right? So really, your income is not dependent on your presence at work. You can make money from anywhere you are, whether you're in your at home, you're on a beach. So that's the nice part about being an investor, and you're basically making loads of money in the process. All right, let me move on to what it is that we're presenting to you today, right? Because you cannot have a network marketing business without anything to market, right? Uh, in which case is the product, of course. So the product that we are offering is a book, right? The title of the book is Building Blocks to Forex Trading, and this book is basically a manual on how to invest your money on the forex market, right? Because remember that the stock market is quite vast. We've got forex, then we have indices, then we have stocks. But my interest today is to teach you about forex. So the book within itself, it gives you it's a guidance tool rather on how to get started with your forex trading career. All right. So that's the product we're offering. And so the book that we're offering is basically selling right now at 50 US dollars. So if you're in Botswana, that would be about 500 Botswana pulas, right? So what you see on your screen is what we call a compensation plan, right? Because remember, it's a network marketing business in which you now, the person who buys the book, can decide whether to buy the book for your own personal reading or to actually sell the book on behalf of a business that is being a sales rep, right? And in which case, the company would actually give you a commission at each level, depending on the number of people that you introduce to the business or that you get to buy the book, right? So we've got about 7 levels. They run through from bronze all the way through to diamond, right? So for you to get your bronze membership, it's very simple. Once you buy the book, your only job is to get 3 people to do the same thing, to buy the book. And once you've convinced 3 people to buy the book, then you'll get your $50 back, right? Let me just delve deeper into level 1. So like I said, level 1, you get 3 people to buy the book. And once you've recruited 3 people, you get your 500 hula or your $50 back as a payout, as a commission. So on screen here, you're seeing what you see here is a couple of people who've already made it to level 1, right? These are just some of the people who've already achieved their bronze membership and now have proceeded to level 2, right? As you can see here on screen, so many different team leaders and members from different areas of Botswana, because that's currently where we're operating right now. All right, so when we move on from level 1, you now get to level 2, which is the silver level, right? Level 2 is very simple. Your only job is to actually just get 3 people to buy the book, right? So once you've done that, you've done your part. So now when you go to other levels, more specifically level 2, your job now is to get the 3 people that you enrolled to also get their 3s, right? So if each person you enroll gets their 3, then you've added about 9 people to your team. And as a result, you get another payout now of $80 or 800 pula, right? Very simple. So you're just helping your team to achieve what you've achieved, and you also get your payout. So when they get their $50, you get your 80, right? So once again, these are the examples of some of the people that have already achieved level 2 membership. Once again, let me just focus your attention on here, a young man by the name of Ephraim, which is very funny because I would say the interesting part about our business is that you don't really need to be over 18 or over a certain age to do it. Even if you're a father or you're a sister or brother, you can actually include even your minor family members to be part of the business. All right. So when you move on from level 2, you proceed to level 3, and it's really it's just the same drill, guys. Now your 3 must also get their 3s to get their 3s, right? So when each of your leg have got 9 people in it, that is 9 people on every leg, then you qualify to get level 3 membership with 27 people added to your team. And then now at this level, you get a payout of $190 or in pulas 1,900, right? Very simple. And of course, we have one of our top income earners, Mr. Talani Mbako, who's reached level 3. And the interesting part about him is that he actually managed to reach this level within a week, right? So you can imagine he got his 50, then he got his 80, then he got his 1.9, or his $190 rather. For the sake of those that are outside Africa. All right, so very simple. You proceed to level 4. It's a multiple of 3, guys. But let me just allude to the fact that your legs need to balance. If they don't balance, you're not going to get paid out. That's the tricky part. So, in a sense, this business actually encourages teamwork, right? You got to work as a team. You got to make sure that you mobilize your team to move at a very steady pace. Because if other legs are falling behind, you're not going to make any money. So level 4, platinum level, very simple. 27 people on each leg. You have 81 people added to your team. And then at this level, you get a payout of $500 or 5,000 hula. Right? Very simple concept. Level 5, still a multiple of 3. You have to have 81 people added on each of your legs. You have 243 people in total. You get a pair of $1,200 or 12,000 hula, right? Then from then on out, we move on to level 6, so there's triple platinum level, same concept, multiples of 3. 243 people on each leg, making it a total of 729 people recruited, and then you get your payout of $3,500 or 35,000 pula, right? Up until the pinnacle or the apex, right? Where now it all ends at level 7, which is the diamond level, which is now 729, 729, 729, and thus having 2,187 people added to your team, and you get your payout of $100,000 or 1 million pula, right? And that's where it ends. And I have a lot of people ask me, so what happens from there on out? That once I get my million or once I get my $100,000, what do I do? I mean, feel free to join again. You understand? But this is where it ends, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it ends. So, but the nice thing about the system is that you can just rejoin again. So, and what I'm showing you right now is just one part of the business, right? Which is the network marketing side of the business. But we've got other investment options. So we encourage our clients to also consider our other investment options, such that when they do make money through the network marketing business, they are able to invest their money wisely and actually multiply their money, right? Because that's the plan. That's why we Investors Paradise, because our slogan is economic transformation through financial education. So this is just one of our main investment options, right? So I'd like to end this presentation with a quote by one of my favorite icons, Bill Gates. He says that if you're born poor, it's not your mistake, but if you die poor, it is most definitely your mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Because let's face it, the difference between a rich man and a poor man is not his level of education, but it's really um, the ability to see an opportunity. So some would be presented with an opportunity, some would turn it down, and some would see it as gold because of an eye for opportunity. So very simply, what your background says about you doesn't matter, but you gotta make the choice to become rich. And this is just one of the many opportunities that many people will be presented with. And some will say yes, some will say no. But I guarantee you, if you say yes to this opportunity, you won't go wrong. So if you're saying, okay, you know what, I'm sold, I'm in, I want to get started, this is basically how it works out. So we've got a membership form that you fill out. And we believe that all over the country, we've got representatives. So wherever you are in the country, whichever district or province you are, you can just see one of our representatives, and they'll give you this form to fill out. And then once you fill out this form, it will be sent to the company. And when you make your payment for the book, the $50 US, you deposit the money right into this company bank account, right? As you can see right there at the bottom of the screen, at the bottom of the form, there's a disclaimer that no persons or reps of the company are authorized to take money on hand, and all payments must be made directly to the company account that is provided right here. So let me just issue that right off the bat as a disclaimer that, ladies and gentlemen, when you see reps, be make make sure that all the money that you deposit is deposited into the bank account, and the reps will be the ones to forward everything to us, and then you'll be put in the system. So it's very clear who invited you is basically the person that you enroll under, right? It's a very simple concept. So thank you so much for being part of this presentation, and I hope that you will be part of our team. Thank you for joining us for this presentation, and hope to see you soon. Have a good and blessed day.